Conor Benn was close to his first career loss. Picture. Getty. Conor Benn stole the show on the Taylor-McCaskill undercard as he climbed off the canvas twice in round 1 to beat Cedric Peynaud on points. The welterweight went in all guns blazing against Peynaud, but it was him who took some serious fire as he was dropped twice in the first round. Peynaud was quicker inside than Benn and sent him crashing with a quick 1-2. Benn was down again moments later, even though it seemed more of a slip than a knockdown. The setbacks did nothing to deter Benn's aggressiveness, but he was almost undone again in the dying seconds of the third, trapped against the ropes. But he managed to see out the round. Round 5 was the best of the fight from Benn as he rocked Peynaud and sent him to the canvas with a crunching right. Cedric Peynaud came into the fight with a 5-4-3 record. Picture. Getty. Benn went into the final 3 minutes looking for the knockout, and his heavy shots found their home again as he floored Peynaud for a second time in the fight. But the Frenchman got back up and there was not enough time on the clock for Benn to finish him off. There was a standing ovation for Benn and his opponent, but it was the hometown hero who was given the nod, rather controversially. 57-54 on the scorecard. Full undercard results: Ward def. Geiner TKO. R6. Kelly def. Hamilcaro TKO. R6. Benn def. Peynaud PTS. 57-54. Ball def. Shinkwin PTS. 97-93. 98-92. 98-92. Cordina def. Connolly TKO. R4. Acoli def. Souza TKO. R2. Cheeseman def. Dixon PTS. 80-72. Cash def. O'Neal TKO. R1. Yafai def. Starkey TKO. R3. Martin J. Ward ends year with EBU gold. Martin J. Ward finished off 2017 by adding another strap to his collection as a thumping right stopped Julie Geiner in the 6th round of their EBU championship fight. Ward started brightly in the first, but his pace dropped slightly in the second when he was hit with some left hooks to the head. The third saw Ward up his tempo again and return to using his superb jab to keep Geiner at range. The fourth and fifth passed with Ward trying to tire Geiner, but his opponent seemed ready to take the Brit the distance. That is before he was floored twice in quick succession and did not get back up after taking a right straight to the face. The support inside York Hall go wild for Ward's victory as he becomes the new EBU super featherweight champion with a commanding display. Kelly puts on pretty display. Josh Kelly was comfortable throughout. Picture. Getty. Josh Pretty Boy Kelly secured a win with a relaxed and slick performance against Jean-Michel Hamilcaro. The Sunderland native was allowed to pick his shots from the get-go and mixed up hooks and uppercuts to the head and body beautifully. Josh Kelly enters the ring to a banging tune and Nelson and Bellew can't help but bust a move. Hashtag Taylor-McCaskill pick. Twitter. PKNTBLOVT5 Coralberry. At Coral__Berry. December 13, 2017. Hamilcaro never stopped smiling in the fight, but more than was winced in pain as Kelly fired off heavy hooks to the body whenever he managed to corner the Frenchman. Kelly's patience paid off in the sixth as he put Hamilcaro down 3 times inside a minute. The referee called it off soon after despite Hamilcaro still being upright. Ball claims WBA Continental title. Jake Ball was always in control. Picture. Getty. Jake Ball put on a composed and slick display to pick up the first championship belt on offer in the night. The light heavyweight worked off his jab and waited for Miles Shinkwin to engage. Ball fired off some impressive counter hooks in the fight and eased to a points victory. Cordina's speed brings stoppage reward. Joe Cordina finished out the year with a good win. Picture. Getty. The Welsh wizard made short work of Lee Connolly, despite his opponent's gamesmanship. Connolly celebrated every shot landed on Cordina, but was pummeled by his speed and combinations. There was a strange moment as Connolly's corner waved the towel in the fourth round, but either the referee did not seem to notice and the action continued. Moments later, Cordina was punishing Connolly, trapped against post with body shots and hooks to the head. Just as Connolly's corner stood up to throw the towel a second time, the referee stopped it. Okolie cruises to 7-0. Lawrence Okolie impressed with a third-round stoppage. Picture. Getty. It was an easy night's work for the cruiserweight as he stormed by Portugal's Antonio Sousa. Okolie put Sousa down 4 times on the way to claiming a second-round TKO. After taking a knee for the third time, Sousa looked over at his corner as if to ask whether he should bother getting back up. He did, but the referee called it off a few moments later after Sousa went down again. The Hackney fighter looked powerful and slick in his last fight of the year, but his post-bout interview was arguably his most interesting moment. Antonio Sousa was knocked down several times on the way to defeat. Picture. Getty. I need to watch it back. I was happy with it, said Okolie of rival Isaac Chamberlain, who was not in attendance as first expected. Him and his coach, Ted Bammy, are 2 cowards. He's calling me his easiest fight. He's saying stuff online. Here's the fight in February. Let's go.